Oi! Test. 1, 2. We're live, and we're playing World of Warcraft Hardcore. And Hardcore means as soon as you die, you have to delete your character. And if that wasn't enough, we're playing all of this in World of Warcraft Classic, which is the first add-on, the first game, the Classic, and this game is way harder than the other ones. There have been some patches, so it's not as hard as like the real vanilla. So we're basically playing on the latest patch before Burning Crusade. But still, it is hard. We're playing a hunter. We got this bird right here. But I'm gonna swap back to the wolf soon. I thought I'd like the bird, but I don't know. He has the same crazy eyes as me, to be honest, though. Like, actually, we do make a great couple. I'm gonna show you on land. We're gonna swim over there. There's some quests to do. And as soon as we're level 18, we're gonna go back to the city, train the spells. A recent spell I just acquired was Immolation Trap, but I have not been using it at all. Not a single time. Whoop, there is something. Copper Wayne. We are Engie and mining. And I really wanna be on top of those professions, so I'm chasing every copper node that I see. Got a few add-ons going on, but not too much. Wanted to keep it kind of simple. We got this little arrow, which is kind of useless right now. I'm gonna move it away. And yeah, we're gonna watch some YouTube stuff. I've been watching the Zach Braff interview.
You know, things that are great. Hi.
But I don't know if I want to keep watching. It's kind of nice, but it's also
and I know that 'cause I felt
not really specific to me. So I wonder what we could watch. Wrong way, that way. We could watch some Illuvium stuff, to be honest. I didn't watch the latest showcase, so that would be a nice thing to watch. Wow, there's a lot of
I hear you, I hear you saying, let's go. Fine, we'll go. Illuvium Showcase is here, baby. Oh my gosh, thank you. You didn't have to applaud. You didn't have to applaud.
One day I wish I could do
awkward. Please stop. Please stop.
Intros as good as Andrew. That's really nice.
Stop. Welcome to Illuvium Showcase,
shit, what are you?
my friends.
Level 20.
Back,
we gotta run away from that guy.
Episode number 20, a celebratory episode with infinite leaks. And on this one, I've got a special guest.
There's another one here.
And that special guest is Dimitri in the house. Dimitri, how you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, long time no see.
This man, if you couldn't tell,
Dimitri
he's working 20,000-hour days. And he's going to share some of the behind-the-scenes action he's been working on. You've been namely working on those Illuvial NFTs, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Like Grant been sharing a bunch of those lately in the showcase. So there is a couple of more coming this episode, and more coming even in the future. So
that's awesome. Man, I mean, they're looking so gorgeous. The audience is all about them. And I'm going to turn Grant's feed on. And if we can get Grant's audio, Grant, you're activated. Grant's audio will come through.
Yo, again.
Grant's been on the go. He's trying to set up a laptop on the fly. Grant, are you there, buddy? It's okay. I didn't think you would be. If he's able to fix the audio, though, we'll be able to get Grant's input. At the very least, let's do some showcase, guys. Showcase 20. We've got videos, characters, designs, environments, and yes, we will have rocks.
Rocks!
But in order for us to move forward, it's important that you understand nothing Dimitri says, Grant says, or I say during this episode, nothing the rocks say is financial advice, romance advice, parenting advice. None of that. You guys are smart enough to understand that, though, right? Right. Okay, we've got some cool videos that we're gonna show here. Dimitri, jump in here. Let me full screen myself, and let's go ahead and show these videos and help give these beautiful people some context on this beautiful video where we have a Doka Air version here, right?
The Doka's looking so good.
Okay.
The fur
of course, you're here. So tell us a little bit. I mean, we've got a few Dokas I'll scroll through here, but give us an idea of where we're at in the process in refining these NFTs.
These guys, finally, I am happy to call them, is done. may come back to these guys like later on to do like final color correction tweaks. But regarding the work that's required from the team, it's all done. And these guys been a bit of the tough as he's looking to get it done. You know, there've been a couple of processes that we had to go back and just fix a couple of things.
Yo, that's scary. There's just a group of elites right there. If I would have run into those, I would have probably died. Would have had to delete my character.
Like, for some reason, they've been quite a bit with these, but we did it. We did it, and it's looking amazing.
Everybody's loving it. Jim Barino says the fur looks incredibly detailed. So the details are being noticed here. The fur looks insane. Indeed. This one is fire that I just showed here.
It looks like a fresh washed puppy.
A moment ago, I showed Earth. Stage 2, and then this one was air. My favorite is earth, but just because purple's my favorite color. And we also have to show everyone nature. This one's just that green on green. Somehow the green on green works. How do you make those colors work, man? A green character on a green background with a green face and green hair, yet somehow it's popping your eyeballs out. How do we do it?
It's tricky. Sometimes it is tricky. Very tricky. Like with a couple of characters, it's not really working that well. But man, like having such a big team of experts that know like what to do with that, it's just.
Those guys are tough. My bird is almost dead. Heal the bird. Keep healing the bird. Oh, there's another guy. Shoot. Can we dodge him? Whoa, berserking trog. Pretty scary. Heal the bird. Heal the bird. Bird's dead. I gotta run. This guy is heavy. There's a 22 rare elite. I think we're a bit too low level for this area. Like in hardcore, you cannot take any risks, and going in here to units that are a higher level than me, nah. We're just gonna grind some mobs till we're level 18.
Makes my job even much easier.
That's awesome. And now we also have this elk stage 3, and I know that you guys were working on improving it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making some.
This one is not. We are not that happy, but it's still looking pretty good.
You're not that happy with it, so help everybody understand.
Wow, look at the elk.
You know, obviously, hashtag not dog shit. You guys want everything to be absurd levels of quality. People just looking at this at first would go, wow, that looks amazing. What is it that you plan on doing to improve this NFT?
Yeah, well, like, it's literally, I agree with what Grant posted in our private chat. You saw the comments, so like the horns are a little bit too bright, you know, like I'm gonna tone that down. And the whole shape of the body is not reading well just yet. So you see, like in front of the camera, like on the neck especially, there is a lot of darkness happening. I'll just move the light a little bit more forward to kind of wrap the light around the neck a little bit more to, you know, like bring the whole shape of the Illuvium in.
Got it.
And same with the back as well. So it doesn't have enough of the rim light. I'll probably increase that part as well. So yeah, there's like little tweaks here and there, and some of them I probably can do in post, but like I may just go back and re-render it.
Yeah, I mean, people are freaking out in chat over the quality already, so you're already on the right path. I just can't wait to see these NFTs in the marketplace and have this just set the new bar for what these should be like. We've got Mammoth Stage 3. Now, this is a test preview, and I have 2 versions here. This is version 2.
Hey, he looks amazing.
With each Illuvium NFT, we're doing like a very quick 720p, like super noisy test resolution render, because like the whole the final 4K takes quite a while, and if there is any error, any mistakes, then you're just gonna lose a couple of hours of render power, and this is getting a bit tricky. But you know,
how many rainforests do we have to melt in order to render one of these? Like, how long does it take to render a 4K NFT, and what kind of power
No,
are we
let's
looking
not
at
get into these echo questions, right? Like how much energy.
here? It was a joke. It was a joke, obviously.
But
How long does it take to render? I'm curious about that part.
they vary quite a bit. So for example, this mammoth is about 6 hours on 10 machines, on 10, or like the render farm that we got. And you know, like if I would render it on single machine, it would never finish. That's why we bought, and that's why we need that render farm. So
Got it.
to
Crazy.
crack through that.
Amazing.
I didn't
the colors
think it
do
would
look great. The
take that long.
tusks look incredible. The gem, if you will, in the middle of the forehead there, it just all looks amazing. Here is your favorite buddy, everybody, Pistol Shrimp. Just look at those little eyeballs. How could you not love it?
Crazy.
The little
I
snapping
like
of
that.
the claw.
Like I wasn't expecting that all the stage 1 would be so cute.
Not my favorite by a long shot. I gotta admit that. I mean, he's cool and everything, but I like to eat shrimp and that's it. They're not like a very dear animal to me. Taste amazing though. But the fucking fishing industry is destroying our planet, so I cannot even enjoy that. So yeah.
But even this guy, you know, and this was one of the first deliverables that were done. So
This one looks great. I love the...
I don't want to talk too much, like telling people like, oh, this is bad for the planet, that's why we cannot eat it. But like, fish industry is one of the worst companies, one of the worst industries happening to our planet for sure. And you know, I still eat sometimes fruit that's not from my country. It's been on the plane to come to me or whatever. Like, nobody's perfect, but like that's where I draw my line. I cannot buy fish after seeing Seaspiracy. It just doesn't work anymore. Anyway.
reflective effects on the claws and on the shell. It just feels like a creature you'd pull right out of the ocean. It looks so realistic in terms of the
like it's done.
reflection
Don't get me wrong. This is beautiful. Like, this is such a well animated and drawn thing.
effects.
Like, this is art,
really awesome
you know?
work there. Those are NFTs. We have so many more videos to show though, including, I believe this is stage 3 sloth. Is this Omega here?
stage 2, I guess.
Stage 2, sorry.
Stage 3 is a little bit bigger. I'm not quite sure.
It's so funny. The sloth and the ice bear are exactly what I did for the last Illuvial contest, but they already had this planned, so it wasn't really considered, I guess.
Sure, but I believe it is Omega.
Yeah, I think it's Omega too. It looks like it's a ensnaring ability.
It is Omega, yes.
It is Omega. Okay, got it.
Yep.
They want Atlas.
And
Okay, well, I'll show
There's a
you.
hunter
on top
trainer
of
here.
that, there's like another
Nice.
animation will be added. So like not right now, but there is already a conversation happening to lift up the character up in the air and have a stunt animation on the Illuvial that's been affected.
Hello.
So like,
I
it's
see.
gonna add,
A bit
yeah,
of a
it's gonna
pop-up,
add-
like the vines lift them up a little bit so it feels a bit more impactful.
Yep.
You know what? This reminds me of the Entangle ability that the Keeper of the Grove used in Warcraft 3. Anyway, it's a very specific reference to
That's true.
the best video game of all time. So I guess that's a good comparison to make. And then here, who are we looking at here? Is this Poodle Moth?
Here we go, Poodle Moth. Yeah, stage 3.
Stage 3, and it looks like he's sort of kind of carpet bombing, if you will, with this Omega ability in a straight line, dealing fire
cool.
damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
And it looks like there's some lingering fire VFX on the ground. To your knowledge, is there damage over time in the path that the fire has left behind?
I believe so. Yes. So like it's literally like a like firewall, whatever it's been affected by that.
I see.
Gonna have some damage.
Man, people are loving it in chat. This is a showcase. This is why you tune in. You get a sneak preview behind the scenes with the people making it. Is this stage 1 then?
This is stage 1. Yeah.
I see.
Like
A little bit
cute, but
shorter.
Danger.
It's really cool. No audio to share with everybody. It's just a visual today. but that Omega is really cool. So it looks like these poodle moths are going to be very position. I mean, all of the alluvials are positioning dependent, but this Omega is going to be especially positioning dependent. If that attack moves across in a straight line, and you could just flat out miss with this one if you botch your positioning. Yeah, Jose's on the same page with me. Imagine the strategy opportunities. Exactly.
In a PvP, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, I feel like that. I see an esports moment here. Poodle Moth Gideon, you win. You win the comment contest.
He's on fire!
All right, perfect. Let's move on to the next video.
Andrew's going
Now,
wild with his
We've had these sort of kind of drop-in
stream buttons.
animations, if you will. What the heck's going on here?
This is actually.
This is when you drag and drop him, huh? When you hold him in the air.
Exactly.
It looks like he's
Okay, so like
incapacitated.
here, like this is the stunt animation for the sloth, for the sloth Omega.
Oh, I see. I see.
You know, like those roots gonna lift the character up, and here we go, like it's gonna be stunned, hanging in the air.
Got it. He's going to be hanging in the air. I see what you mean. So when we see these, I'm sorry, I'm going to play it right here. When we see these roots coming across and affecting the enemy alluvial, that is going to result in the other character being suspended in midair. More or less like this, work in development. Hey, Grant, we can see you, buddy, and I hear some rustling around. Say something, Grant.
I'm here, but give me a
He's
second. I'm just
Oh my god.
getting the audio shit. I updated drivers before the stream, like an idiot.
I love it. Like the fourth word he's saying is shit. I think they've been trying to swear less, which I'm not a fan of. And, well, I tried to, just to be a bit more kid-friendly, but just to stay authentic, you just gotta say what you want to say, right? You don't want to hold your tongue all the time. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second, I gotta figure out this shit. I think shit and fuck, it shouldn't be such a bad word. Like, it's just part of the culture nowadays. It used to be like what prison people say, and it's the same with tattoos. Like, if you go to her grandma, she says, oh, have you been in prison because you got a tattoo? But, like, we moved on. It's not like that anymore.
It's okay, man. Grant Warwick here, co-founder at Illuvium, is here. It's all good. Dimitri was able to cover the NFTs, so your timing was perfect.
Thank God. Thank God. Can you hear me back? And is there, you can hear yourself when I talk and stuff?
There is no echo. Restream is removing all of it, so we're good to go, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so happy to find this tin vein, but at the same time, it's cluttering up my inventory. We're already full again. It's so annoying with Hunter that you bring in an ammo pouch, so you lose one backspace. We got over 1.5 gold, so might maybe invest in some bigger bags. They're so expensive though. 8 slot bags, 2 more slots, cost 25 silver.
Amazing. Okay, well let's just not use these shitty Bluetooth things.
Yeah, you sound pretty good to me. Audience, you can hear them, right? Yeah. So it looks like they can. And they're admiring your haircut game. Both of you guys with the haircut.
How do you admire that? Look at that. No, there. It's one side of my fucking head.
Yeah, Dimitri's got the cut too, man. He used to have long hair.
Oh, he's looking
Look at him. He's a real grown-up now.
Yeah, like.
Holy shit.
All right, so we're looking at some, I believe this is an abyssal basin. Are we looking at the plant movement here, or does this have to do with like water interactions with plants?
Yeah, this
Help
is
me
the
understand.
bubbles. See the bubbles popping?
Oh, it's the bubbles. Okay.
Look, the little bubbles there, like in front of Arlen's head. So this is stuff Laura's been working on, all the passive VFX in Abyssal Basin.
They said you look like Professor Oak, dude. How old do you feel now?
Wow.
He did not like it. He did not like
That's
it.
a rough one.
I mean, I'll take it.
Professor Oak is
I don't
like
know what's
full
going on.
grey.
It's
What are you
going
talking
one way,
about?
I tell you that.
So here's more a different angle, a bubble FX. So this is to basically make the swamp feel more immersive. So it's not just like generic pea green water. The water has a bit of life and is dynamic in Abyssal Basin.
Well, then when you run through it as well, there's VFX from the bioluminescent trails. So the water is quite complex in Abyssal Basin.
Very cool. Let's take a look at the next one. More Abyssal Basin. I see some particle
and look,
VFX coming off of that hero plant.
Yeah, but also look at the pulsating glow going through the tree. Like the idea was that it was very ambient and not in your face, but if you just recorded a time-lapse video, you would see that there is movement to the forest and stuff like that. So
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
yeah, you can see
I didn't see
slowly
that.
pulsating.
Are you seeing this for the first time, man? You're like, that's pretty cool, bro.
That's very cool.
I agree, it is pretty cool. That's awesome. Now we have Polar Bear Stage 1
Cute.
being worked on here. And we have Sim and Sim 2 to show everybody.
That's the work from Maria. She's doing the first simulation.
Very cool. And here's the
Super
simulation
cute.
number 2. Now help me understand what is being
Wow.
simulated here. Why
Ice
do
Bear
we
is
need to do a
one
simulation?
of the best line, I think.
You see, like, once it's shaking its head, the fur jiggles back and forth.
I see.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And
I
on
see.
the neck.
Yep.
Like, it's not, if it's not simulated, then the strands will just follow
Say warrior without saying warrior.
exactly the direction without the inertia.
Demonic paladin?
Right.
Probably
You
not.
can't put that comment up, but I want to drink it. Don't.
I can't put the comment up. Your name is not politically correct in 2023, but nice comment. All right, cool. So it's a physics simulation. I have no idea what this is. I was trying to guess. Are we saying what this is? This is a totally new formation
Yeah,
or
this is-
area I've never seen before.
Blocked out
It's just
Halcyon
not
Sea.
textured. This is the rainbow-colored salt pools in Halcyon Sea.
Halcyon Sea.
Oh,
So they've been updated now, and by Arthur. Lorette worked on a first version of those, but obviously, like, so the two regions going out in the next beta are Brightland Steppes and Abyssal Basin, but the art team is still working on some of the final assets for those other regions that are coming up after Brightland Steppes and Abyssal. So we're refining some of the last set dressing assets for the pools, and they cover a large area of the level, so we've just updated them a little bit.
got it.
Sorry, I'm
So, like,
trying to use here.
The IZ players already know what it is. Because
Yeah,
they-
looks like some people are like,
Salt
that's
pools.
Halcyon Sea. You don't need to see seashells and bright colors to know it's Halcyon Sea. You're a real fan. I have to pull up this comment. It's timely. That's Cocaine Bear. Hilarious. We don't endorse drug usage, but it is a timely reference. You've done well. All right, this is a video that we created
Good day to you.
that I wanted to share with you guys. People have been
Nice.
asking
New
for Atlas
gun.
NFT animations or whatever, and I just want you guys to know we made this video series. Dimitri helped us with it. Thank you very much. Andy Kang was the editor on this. Our sound team contributed to it, and we're going to be, or our plan is to make an alluvial preview video for every alluvial.
So
and,
cool.
And now that we have this template, it's going to show off their strengths and weaknesses. It's going to show off their abilities, biology, interesting facts, their attacks, all in one video format where we can plug and play all these beautiful NFTs and gameplay that the team is
Nice.
creating, and then plug it into this series. And the idea is these will be the kind of official videos for the alluvials to market them, and then to send people to the Alluvidex if they want to learn more, and maybe even buy those alluvial NFTs down the road. So I
That's
wanted to
amazing.
show that off and show that's a team effort there. Folks like Dimitri contribute some of the key assets here and help us develop these videos, and then it's a real team effort across departments to put together marketing materials like this. So anyway, I'm proud of this one. And
The only thing I don't like about it, the more I see it, is
Yeah.
the scan line through Atlas.
yeah, the scan line in that last section, it was
Yeah,
to
I think-
stylize him so he could look slightly different than the other versions of him throughout the video.
I think we could remove it, though.
All right, well, we'll keep that in mind for future ones. We won't scan line them. I'll make
Yep.
a note. But there you go. So that's our video leaks for this episode.
cool.
And unfortunately, guys, I'm so sorry to give you this news. we have infinity image leaks. And this might be, Grant, in the history of this show, this is episode number 20. Congratulations. You've withstood talking to me for at least 20 hours. These skin leaks that you shared with me might be the best ever. So everybody, I hope you're ready. Because you're about to see some of the coolest images. I don't think they are ready for these. They're actually so unbelievably good. I don't think you guys are ready. So let me put myself up big screen here. Let's take a look at these skin leaks. We have infinite skin leaks.
Yo, that looks insane. God, the skins are gonna be so good. So I really want to jump down there. There's a chest and a tin vein, but there's also really, really badass units. I can do 1, I can do 2, but if we pull 3, we're dead. It's good there's another guy down there who wants to take all what's mine, so I guess we're gonna jump down now and try to secure it. Just hope for the best. Ah, he got me. Where's my pet? Please. Fall damage was a bit rough. Oh, there's another guy. No!
I need a target.
Come on, pull him off me. Save my life. Sure, I'll roll for the chest if I survive. Nice, chest is mine. Easy, brother.
Inventory is full.
Inventory is full. 2 gold 60 there. 2 silver 60. Nice. Green stuff. Hell yeah. Do you call them braces? Wrists? Ah, inventory is full. I gotta go to the city and clear up the inventory. But I want to do level 18 first. Actually, it doesn't matter. Could have just gone. Hey, there's so much stuff
And I'm just gonna
around
go
here.
through them. We have so many to go through here. We have Drop Bear. The inspiration, obviously, are the alluvials on the right. And now these are not guaranteed to be released, right? These are just concepts that we're vetting. What's the context on all of these as we go through them, guys?
Well, they've been going through iterative updates in the concept art team. Roger's been working with the team getting these all finalized because for open beta, we need the Mozart skins and the suit skins. So that's why we're pushing so heavily on skins at the moment and why you're about to see like 30 different various skins. You know, nearly all of the Mozart stuff is done in game, and I'm currently working on the male suit with Cantemir, and then we're going to start doing all of this for the ranger suit for the male and female.
Okay, excellent. So this is an elk.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Stage 1 here on the left looks amazing. The antennas, always awesome. And look at the Ador back legs view, so it's showing some variations. This one's one of the coolest ones. Take a look, guys. These skins are just exquisite. Let me know if I pull one up, that Grant and Dimitri, that you're 100% guaranteed to ape into and try to acquire. That one right there. All the stage 3s look so epic and look so distinct and defined. It's incredible. So cool. Now, what is required to take them from the sort of concepting phase or whatever that we have here, or I'm sorry, the art phase or development phase, into making them into reality to where we could show them to the audience in a future episode of Showcase?
So the texturing team just simply needs to get a hold of the concepts and start working on it. So Fabian Akut, and Arena, and Jacko will all work on those, and some of them are already done.
Wasn't this rare elite like 22 and red? Now it's 21 and orange. Which makes me think we could maybe even get him. Where is he? He's over there. Let's try it. If the area is safe, it should be fine. They are all respawning so fast, it's kind of scary. Doing a lot of damage though. And one level does make such a big difference, 18 and 19,
Right,
for example.
so they may not be final, but we're well into the texturing phase now. So
That's cool.
The thing that
Whoa.
the thing we're behind on is the suit stuff. So we got to get the suit. I'm aiming for the next showcase episode to have the suit done that the players are going to have, because obviously Arlen's suit, people aren't playing as Arlen. She is a captain and she has a different suit to the standard players who are more lower ranked, but their suit is cool in its own way, which shows there's some cool stuff coming. But basically the continuity between the Mozart skins and the suits will be very similar. So if you're flying around the overworld, you can sync up the two, and they're meant to look and feel the same. So stylistically,
Jamaica skin.
everything you see here will translate to the suits as well.
Got it. Somebody was commenting that this is the Snoop Dogg alluvial. Look, this leaf here on the top, that's just a random leaf, guys. I don't know where your head is going. That's just a random,
shit,
beautiful
Dylan coming.
art leaf.
I gotta run.
This is a family-friendly rated G game and show. Okay, we have Zephyr Lynxes here. I'm showing you guys the alluvials first that are inspiring the skins, and then take a look here. Look at the base. God, it looks so good. We have a relentless fighter version. Look at the top, even just the tops of them. Can you imagine just action figures or toy versions of these, like premium metal prints?
Showing the class.
Leave me alone.
Stoic Bulwark, Nimble Rogue.
Remember the
Still got a
idea
health
of
pot,
making
so we
some
should be
quick
fine.
reveals. And even the skins become hard to make.
Just popping it in case he's...
Tell everybody what you mean by that.
Ooh.
Oh, like it's an
was
ongoing
close.
kind of thing with the Lynxes. Like every single stuff that we're doing with them has some issues.
Still not over.
We have to redo it.
We're low on mana, that's the
there have
problem.
been 2 iterations before this version of the skins, and we're like, oh well, it's not working. What we're gonna do? Then same thing happened with the Illuvitars.
Yeah.
When we redid the holos for the Illuvitars. Lynxes are not working. Damn it! You know, just gonna redo until they work.
The Lynxes were so the context for everybody out there is the Lynxes were supposed to be the easy ones and to create, and they ended up being a huge pain in the ass. Is that basically what you're saying?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be rewarding though, right? Because Aaron's theory behind it was to make something like Eevee in Pokemon, and Eevee was like Pokemon had the cool ability to make certain alluvials different. Certain Pokemon different. You know, like a different way they worked, and we have that with Illuvium too. Like with certain alluvials, like the Squizzline, keeping their shock affinity the whole way through. The Lynxes having all base affinities and classes, but no composites. You know, like there's collectability in the fact that you've got subsets of alluvial types.
Got it. Yeah, the varieties there are incredible. And I love that we're taking inspiration from Pokemon. I mean, there's a lot of things they've done well. And obviously, what we have is very distinct and adult. But you're right. They're so memorable. Even the variations of similar Pokemon are memorable, and so are our designs. Wow.
I think so too.
This one's awesome. This is Nature Lynx. Wow, this one's... I didn't really look at these as I loaded them up. I kind of wanted to really take a look here with you guys. Take a look at the design work on the between the green and the darker green colors on the legs on this Illuvium, in the wood artwork on the legs. Come on, y'all. I love it, man. I love the wood on this like extremely technological drone, and then having a wood texture on there. I love it. It's so unexpected and strange. It's so cool.
The thing I like is that you can go through the process of collecting all of the alluvials first, figure out what you like, and then once you've caught the alluvial team you like, it doesn't end there. You know, people were wondering for ages, what do you do once you've caught all the alluvials in the game? And skins is the answer to that, you know, because it's just as hard to get the skins as it is to get a completed line of alluvials. So the longevity is there, and I think the reward, that the fact that we put so much effort into the skins, and it does give you that, if you're a streamer, that bragging right that you didn't need to get the skins, but people know that they're difficult, and we have given it as a stretch goal for the longevity of the game.
That totally makes sense. Take a look at League of Legends as a great example. Skin equals win is the thing that everybody says, and just getting various skins, and same thing with Dota too. Getting various skins for, you're playing the same character as everybody else, but there's 6, 10, 12, skins, and some of them are the legendary ones, and people will pay any amount of money to have that skin because they love the character. They're going to be spending so much time with it. It's absolutely worth every penny. And it's a flex. If you get it in season 1 or whatever, and now you're on season 8, all the noobs that are coming in weren't there in season 1, and it matters. Did you guys see that news story about the CSGO gun skin that went for $160,000?
Really?
Yeah, in CSGO, somebody bought, and they don't even own it. It's not even an NFT. They paid $160,000 for a CSGO gun skin. So
like their skins are quite expensive. Like I've been playing CSGO for a little bit, and yeah, it's always been fascinating.
As we get closer to that launch day, it's going to be really, really interesting, because Illuvitas was like a little glimpse into people wanting that collectability in the NFT space. You know, like wanting something that had some kind of tangible utility to it. There was something behind it, not just a profile picture. And I think the game is going to just absolutely dwarf that. You know, I was excited for Illuvitas, but the launch, that first day, that first 10 minutes, the Discord's going to be going schizo. Everyone's going to be losing their shit. There's going to be so much stuff happening across streamers everywhere. YouTube videos going up.
It's gonna be wild. I mean, everybody's been they'll have been waiting for years for this, and they will have typed win in about 1,000 times. This is Water Links, by the way, and that moment's gonna be glorious.
God,
I totally agree.
That
wow.
You forget it sometimes.
I hope the two of you survive to get there with the 70,000-hour days.
Look, Dimitri is working a lot harder than me at the moment, and you gotta give him credit for blasting out all these NFTs, because they're looking so good.
Yeah, they look bananas. I think it's unanimous reaction is that these are...
I missed it at the start of the episode, but the NFTs are just ridiculous.
They are. Can you imagine that people pay up to like $100,000 for a picture of like a shitty looking primate? And we're going to be generating these AAA assets that people can use. So many with Illuvium. I think it's going to be, whether people realize it consciously or not. I keep saying this. This is Penguin, by the way, everybody. We really are going to set the bar to where after people experience what the quality of our NFTs and the art and the look and then the utility of them, it's going to be really difficult for them to go do any other NFT stuff. It's going to feel like they're going back to the Stone Ages when they interact with something that's just a JPEG. But even
if they can, it's going to take them years just to catch up, and then we're already years ahead of that.
Yeah, we will have done something psycho, like create 2 more games by then or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't keep stressing this enough. There's technically no reason. Eventually, you run out of stuff to render, right? We've got this render farm. We've got $1 million render farm with 1,500 cores. That was purely there so that Dimitri and I could render out the NFTs in time, because we're rendering them 4K, 300 frames, 5-10 different iterations per one to get out the door. But once that work is done, the game doesn't just stop there. You know, we don't just go, all right, we're done. We hire, using the success of the game at that point, the goal from there is obviously hire a team of people who can take the animation department's work and use those scenes that we've set up in the NFT space for things like the alluvial previews that you're doing. And we do an overhaul of those at some point, you know, where we show all of their attacks re-rendered in V-Ray. It doesn't just stop. We do promo videos for the alluvials. If an alluvial is highly sought after in the game, like that CSGO skin, and we want to make promotional material with that, we don't just have to take it out of the game anymore and do shitty in-game screenshots and videos. We've got this AAA film quality Pixar level asset there to go do promo with. So to build the lore out in the game, what if the writers come up with a short story that's like a 10-second clip of just revealing a character's personality type? We just import the animation into those NFT scenes, and then bang, we've got a window into a photorealistic representation of the alluvial ready to go.
That's wild. I just want to take a quick moment, everybody. Look, this is the Stage 3 Mammoth. And look at this mother effing skin right here. This is the top view of this Stage 3. Look at this skin. This one is just, this one's the best one we've seen so far, in my opinion.
That's very good.
My God, is that cool?
That's very good.
So the comment, the quality is nice. Just wish the games had more people playing. The games don't seem to hold people's interest, and that's because there's no PvP and no open marketplace. If those two things go in and there's no user retention at that point, fair enough. But until we've got PvP and a marketplace, it's we're too early.
I used to do gaming industry analysis as a part of my professional ventures, and there's just a number of attributes that are required for a successful game to retain a player base and grow a player base. And long story short, it all boils down to, does this game have the potential for influencers, for example, to make infinity content with them? And things like PvP result in people being able to make infinity content and have infinity experiences, because the experience of playing other people obviously varies every match. And then with us being so prolific in the amount of skins, collectibles, NFTs that people can get, the progression is so deep. The updates will be so deep and so frequent. That also allows for tons of replayability. And then there's, as we've discussed before, the entire meta market economy game on top of that, which is essentially its own PvP game too, just like real life when you're trying to make money in the real world. This all results in basically infinity content, and for people to experience and to create around our games. That, to your point, that's when this concept is fully realized. Wow, look at the rocky, craggy legs on this one. That is so cool. That's wild.
Andrew's descriptors.
Stop with the scripted
Look at
jokes.
that left leg. Is that not craggy?
Some crazy people always believes it, I think.
I can't, dude. I've said it a million times to people. I cannot wait until we have a world championships and you're hosting it. I think it's just destiny.
This is destiny, I agree. I'm sticking around for that, everybody.
Thank God.
Look at that craggy leg, man. That's some hot stuff right there. This is Monkey Fighter. Chat, I want chat to tell me. Put it in chat so far. Which skin has been your favorite so far? I just pulled up chat on the screen. This was Monkey Fighter. I'll go back and review. We have more, by the way. This was Monkey Empath,
The
Mammoth, Dodo, Anteater, Penguin, Lynx Water, Lynx Stage 2, Lynx Stage 1. Do you see how much freaking work this team has done? This is insane. Lynx Nature, Lynx Fire, Link's Earth, Link's Air. Who are all these people making these? Komodo, Elk, Drop Bear. I think that was the first one that we saw here. Which one is your favorite so far? God, people are freaking. I see a lot of Mammoth love there. Link's Fire. Okay. Penguin. Of course. I see the Penguin love. Squiz has not been shown yet. Shut up about Squiz already. We love him too. God. Squiz can't be on everything.
The Tree Kangaroo Stage 3 outdoes the
Really?
Squiz Stage 3, I believe. It, to me, when you see it, I think the Tree Kangaroo Stage 3 skin for Mozart is just ridiculous. Wait until you see it.
Okay. Here, I think we left off with Monkey Fighter. Thank you all for your opinions. Lots of Drop Bear love. A lot of variety. Okay, I'm very happy that your comments, thank you for bringing them up. I just wanted to get a survey there. Your comments were varied. There were a lot of different answers. There was not one definitive winner. That means that we're doing a good job creating distinctive characters that will appeal to a wide range of people. That's one mean-looking monkey, friends. Monkey Rogue, here's stage 1. Very cool. It almost looks like facial hair under his nose, huh? Or is that like supposed to be like chest hair right there or something? What is that?
Got a bit of chest hair, Mozart. Big boy.
There's like
This is
some.
your monkey, Grant?
It's like a manly drone. I guess it's like it's supposed to be like this chest hair right here, right? And that like V shape of the chest hair is like right here on the drone, man. That's that's kind of freaky, man. I love it. Very cool. All right, Monkey Fighter number 1, evidently. Thank you, Ultimum. Oh, wow. Look at the colors here on Pistol Shrimp.
Quick
You like
piss.
bright colors? I tweeted your eyes might pop during this episode. I'm sorry. Pistol Shrimp might do it. Oh, man. Look at these colors. Grant, dude, this crack team of artists and creatives we have working on this game is just nuts. Look at the top view on this thing. Like, put that on a freaking necklace right there. Put that on a keychain. Let's sell it right now.
A Mozart keychain would be cool.
Yeah. Skins for
Fold-out
Apple
legs.
AirTags. Put that on top of your Apple AirTag.
Mm.
All right. I'm too much of a marketing guy. I'm always trying to sell something. Pistol Shrimp. Poodle Moth. Oh, wow. This Poodle Moth is wild looking. So here's your stage 1 Poodle Moth.
We're dead?
Here's the skin. That's cool.
We're at the Tin Wayne. Nice.
Is that like, is that dark energy or what is that coming off of its head? What is this?
Energy.
That looks crazy.
Look at this Poodle Moth stage 2.
Yeah, that's
Man, I can just see the VFX right now in my mind. I want to see it in real life though. Oh my god, the stage 3 though is so badass. Is this like the Lord of Darkness and Fire here? Look at this thing.
I'm just realizing, right? So one of the other things that we've got to do is, you know how you've got the alluvial preview videos?
Yeah.
We need to do like a skin preview video where we can literally just have the preset scene and just load up. Very easy to do that in V-Ray with a material switcher. You just link all the textures,
Yeah.
flip it out, and just let that render. And we do a little turntable of each skin popping in with Arlen doing like a little idle animation with Mozart hovering as well. So you see the suit and Mozart skin from V-Ray.
100%. You're totally right. We should render those for embedded videos in the Illuvidex and on our website. And then we can use those for advertisements as well when we're trying to drive traffic over, and on socials for that matter. That's a great idea. Can you let me know when those are ready?
I'm probably gonna kill myself.
I'll put the series in production. This is the face of a man. Like Grant's like, once we finish doing what we're doing right now, what we're gonna do, Dimitri, is we're gonna hire an entire team and we're gonna do even more stuff. Are you ready?
Nah, I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll do it. We're gonna have to do it.
Oh my god.
Just a fun fact. yesterday I've been calculating the amount.
Oh, that's the last
data
Illuvium.
I'll need
Looks
to
so sick.
transfer back to like my
Holy
home
cow.
setup. It's just for the NFTs. It's like 62 terabytes.
Just terabytes. That's terabytes with a T.
Just the NFTs.
Wow.
Insane.
This stage 3, by the way, Red Panda,
Ridiculous.
this is winning awards right here. This is an award-winning skin. That's going for ETHs, not financial advice. Sloth. Oh, come on. So cute. Let's see how it looks.
How crazy was the disc battle with Kane the other day, getting absolutely smashed?
Oh, that's so nice that you want to highlight that your brother got destroyed. You guys just truly have... It was just so apparent that he is your brother. Like, the way that he was talking smack, it was like this really refined... He clearly had, like, thousands of hours of practice at, like, being a terrible person in competitions. I was like, oh my god.
I was expecting him to fake a little bit more excitement, though. He was looking a little bit like, I don't care. Typical Kane. I don't care about anything. Get out of here.
That's
I
a
know
rare.
Kieran wanted to join. I missed Kieran's
nice.
DMs. He wanted to come in and talk smack. I feel like that would have spiced it up a little bit.
I mean,
I
he's
would
the
love-
oldest brother. He has to act like nothing. He doesn't give a shit about Illuvium. You know, you guys do your thing. Whatever.
Yeah,
We'll
you guys
see.
can't be more successful than him. So you guys know what we're talking about. This is Kane Grant's older brother, right? Who is the founder of Synthetics. The thing is, he could never admit that Illuvium is more successful than Synthetics at any point, right? That can't be something that happens.
Well, no, I think he can because he's the reason we're in this place anyway, right?
I see.
He and his friends and Danny were the initial investors, right? So through Kieran's relationship with Kane, he was able to network out to Kane's friends trusted in the industry and did the elderly brother thing, which is give us those connections. So when people ask me, how did you guys do it? I say, well, we had a cheat code, you know, it's like having steroids for training or something. It just was on easy mode because we had Kane. But at the same time, he acts very disinterested, like he doesn't care. But we'll see what his kids think in 2 years' time when they're collecting it in stores. And he's like, stop it, you know?
I can't give any more money to this. That's cool. I didn't know that he supported Illuvium that much. That's
Yeah,
cool.
no,
That's extra context I didn't
reason.
have.
He's the reason why it got over an idea stage. So
That's cool. That's awesome. And there's a little bit of been there, done that in this industry as well.
Nice.
That's very helpful.
Kane the Bane.
Kane the
Warwick.
Bane.
He is a bit super villain. He is a
Kane the
little bit-
Bane Warwick. We should
He's,
have we will obviously need to have a Warwick family battle, and we'll see the true like brotherly dynamic. You know, we've only seen it, you know, with you guys in pairs. I can't even imagine how heated it get. Like me and my brothers, it's just so cringy how competitive we are. I can only imagine what it's like with you guys.
Have we done the stage 3 kangaroo yet? Or was I...
Not yet, man. You sent me so many skins. Like I feel like I'm about to upload 68 terabytes of live stream right now with all these skins. Look at
Wow.
these. These look really nice. The color
the
contrast
Terrapin,
here with the
right.
orange and the blue is so nice. Look at the little ball of energy up there too. So, well, I guess it's like water. Very
Yeah,
cool.
this is the what's the name? I forgot the name.
It's
Tiktaalik.
Tiktaalik. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tree
There you go.
kangaroo. So here's the showstopper. Look at those Puss in Boots eyes. And then look at the stage 1 skin.
Oh, did I get it wrong? Was it the stage 3? Yeah. No,
And
it
here's
was the
stage 2.
3 Red Panda. I'm an idiot.
Panda.
Did we already did Red Panda?
Yeah, there was so many. I was like, I mean, this still looked great.
This
but
one's
yeah,
no slouch. I was about to say the stage 3 here. Look at the stage 3. Look at the detail on the top view. That is gorgeous. That's like a California hippie's dream right there. And then look at Just the beautiful swirl design and the VFX popping off of this art, the arcing electricity up the antenna is effing nuts. Okay, so I got to go back. We got to take a look at that red panda. This.
Here we go.
You were saying that this purple stage 3 right here was your jam. Is that right, Grant?
Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Just
Red Panda was the best.
electricity around the
Chad
lens.
is agreeing. Red Panda was the best. I kind of agree with you guys. That stage 3 purple right there is nuts. Is it Ophisto, the stage 3? That one was, I think overall for me, that was the strongest one out of all of them.
Yeah.
Oopsie, I just passed a couple. Sorry about that, everybody. Tree Kangaroo, here's Turtle line. So Archie, Arcos, and Archelion, and then look at the top.
So cool.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for it. Like the non-technological textures, like his legs looking like leaves, and then having the wood texture as well, is just such a cool creative choice. Looks beautiful. Look at the tops too. The tops are so nice. Look at that. Come on. Let's see the antennas. Look at those antennas, bro. Oh man, those look so nice. It's that healing Omega ability looking VFX. Looks beautiful. And we have Tenric.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at those claws, and then here's the design, everyone. Are you guys enjoying these skins? Red Panda 100 ETH easily. Illuvium Gamer, you just save up for that, not financial advice. Here's the stage 2. Ooh, I like the cracked deserty texture on the head. That's really cool.
Elder Mountain Boar slain. Where are they? Where do I find them? The questy doesn't show it to me. There he is. Elder Mountain Boar. Need 5 of those.
Range. I need a target.
Just can't handle his descriptors.
You know what I'm talking about. Those look like cracks in the sands of the Sahara Desert. Do they not?
They do.
Thank you.
Just the way you say it, man. It's just so much conviction. There's so much hype. I reckon 80% of the hype around this game stems from you just
That's the only reason why I joined, is like I was actually excited about this stuff. I'm like, I don't know. It should be pretty easy to talk about it.
Right?
Look at
All
the
right,
claws
cool.
on
That is
You can
all
see
of
the
your
claws
skins.
translate.
Wow. All right, we're going to take a quick moment here, and we're going to take a look at the rest of the leaks. You guys ready to show some more leaks? We've got even more to show, but that was skin-tastic. That was half of the image leaks. And we're going to go through the rest. You ready? Grant, are you a little bit self-conscious about your hair?
No, I'm not self-conscious about it. It's just self-conscious. It's become conscious itself.
I see. Hold on. Ramza is correcting me. He's saying there are no cracks in the sand. Laugh out loud. What are you, a scientist? He's saying that there are cracks in dry rivers and soil. All right, fine.
Yeah, that's
Okay, technically you're correct. Technically you're correct. All right, fine. Okay, let's continue. We have so much more to see here, friends.
Really?
So let's pull it up.
Technically, a dried river is not floor. It's not like... The second answer was right. There's cracks in soil, in dry soil. But it doesn't matter if this is on a dry riverbed or just somewhere else. Joining this thing.
Work in progress of the
I see.
Starghost mole.
Yep.
So this is one of the skins coming to life
Yep. But
in
this
a 3D
is
model.
this isn't rendered inside of Unreal Engine, right? This
I
is
see.
inside of the texturing engine, so it doesn't look. The shaders aren't there, right? The lighting isn't there. So we will obviously, as those skins get put into the engine, before we do the V-Ray implementation of that scene I was talking about, like
Yeah.
pre-rendered, we'll do an Unreal version of just a turntable that we can just get the guys on the texturing team to spit out each time they finish a texture. Just bring it into Unreal, hit render. We'll give you a video for marketing purposes and stuff like that for the socials. But it should look really good. It's just a very low quality image. But I thought I'd share, like...
No, thank you for doing that. That was really cool. It's cool to see the phases of development. You shared a few Morphopod images here as well.
Yep. And the 3D implementation.
Really cool. From art to 3D, friends.
The quest doesn't need you to kill bears, so everybody leaves the bears behind, and that's all we have here. It's a monoculture of bears. I need one more boar. Boar. So maybe killing bears will respawn some boars, but I'd rather just find one right now. Ooh, there's the elite gang again. Scary mofos.
I need a target. Can't pass that yet.
The overworld is starting to come together with updated features.
Ooh, Poodle Moth. Is this an Illuvitar?
Yes, it is.
Leak.
Nice.
Take a look here. Maybe this
cool,
will
you
be
got
wave
them.
2. Maybe this will be a future season. We can't make promises, but looking absolutely fantastic. I could definitely see myself putting a
that's
clown
pretty cool.
nose on there, putting some goofy
Shut
ass
up.
glasses over those eyes. It's gonna be good.
It's so cool having that suite of things like the Illuvitar, the
Yep.
characters themselves, the skin, the Mozart skin. You can really unify everything towards your favorite character line.
You're totally right. Okay, we have a series of 3 images here. I'm sorry. Is this Red Panda?
This is the Red Panda work from Jaco, texturing
Okay.
the belly. So Maria has been working on the fur simulation for this guy, and that's why there's no fur, but this is just the base underlying texture. And Jaco does an amazing job at emulating surface materials and finishes. You can see it's got that very dusty kind of volcanic rock look.
I see.
It's going to be a great character. Look how iconic the face is.
The face is super iconic, and then it's got that Illuvium twist of having the rocky, volcano-y chest area. It's that aspect that catches you off guard. You've never seen anything quite like this. It's really cool.
Swole. Juicy boy.
That is a juicy boy. I like it, and cute at the same time. Don't worry, this is not a cyberpunk bear. This is more of the same type of work we talked about last episode, right, Grant?
This is the work that Dimitri shared as a work in progress for the fur on the polar bear line. So this is the next NFT set to go out. The ice is work in progress, but
Yeah, it's
the
incredible.
fur looks really cool. He's so cute, you know, like the
No more bullets.
Look at those.
No.
Once again, the Puss in Boots eyes, the glassy eyes. Do you turn? Is there a glassiness setting you can turn up to make them cuter?
these aren't the final eyes. So Jaco has obviously gone in and retextured all of the eyeballs, and we first rendered them without that stuff. So
Is this for a Pixar film? It might be.
Yeah.
Or Pixar might start.
You know,
It might be for an Illuvium film. We might acquire Pixar. We'll keep you posted.
you know, Blue Sky Studios, the studio who did Ice Age, they're gone now.
Are they
Really?
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What happened?
That was
They just weren't making
one of the
enough
very
money?
first. When I was 15, after I got my computer and got interested in CGI, my mum got me a book from Blue Sky Studios, and it had all of the behind the scenes stuff they did for that movie. So that was one of the earliest things where I really got to see how movies were made and not just jump into a piece of software on my computer not knowing what the hell I was doing. So that made me quite sad because those movies were, I thought, more
Gotta check how much XP the quest gives. $1,300. That's enough for a level. Nice.
more entertaining than a lot of Pixar movies, but obviously they just never had that same hype behind them because they weren't as big of a studio. But
Wow.
I enjoyed them.
know
My
that.
kids are still watching the Ice Age movies. They just watched like Ice Age 7 or something. There's a bunch of extra short ones and extra ones that are available on the streaming services. My kids love them. They love all the offshoot characters and everything. Help me understand why there's all these. Is this to work on physics of
this
Red
is for
Panda?
the groom. So Maria
Oh, it's
and
groom,
Yannick
okay.
have to. There's multiple layers, right? Like you've got different types of hair on animals that
Yeah.
are separated based on where they are on the body. So you might have like really thick fur that has to be groomed separately on the body to the eyebrows, or the X Factor hair, like, you know, stuff going down the back of the spine and stuff. So the layers involved very complex, and you know, we love showing this work because the work Maria and Yannick are doing has been legendary on the project. It will go down as the best hair and fur of all time in any game, or in my opinion, even offline rendering work, you know, because it's Pixar, like Monsters Inc. didn't have 100+ characters with really complex fur. And if a movie ever did, it would be a team of 10, 15 people working on it. Maria and Yannick are 2 people and have managed to maintain this pace 2 years in. And if you
That's
look
wild.
at the work, it's just, there's a style to it. It's that flawless Pixar quality. And it allows us to, it's exciting for Dimitri and I to see this shit, because we know
It's
that
amazing.
we can make it look like a Pixar movie when we do the offline rendering.
That's so interesting. Thank you for sharing that. That's wild. Now, this is you picking apart that elk video that we saw earlier. So
Not meant to go in.
it's this video right here. I wanted to show it. This is what happens. This is how picky these guys can be. They're like, right here, it's too bright. And right here, it needs more light. Anyway, I wanted to show that. That's about a little behind-the-scenes nugget for you guys. That wasn't meant for you to see. Okay. More groom work, I assume?
Yeah, updated links. Sorry, updated thylacine.
Listen.
Very cool.
Dash.
Now, here's an alluvial that's going to haunt your nightmares.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
Hey, Kut working on the tree kangaroo stage 3. If you zoom in on that, take a look at the detail that he puts into this stuff.
Look at this, man. Look at the claws, like toward the tips of the claws, the textures extending off the fingers onto those claws.
see
That's
in the high
wild.
res, literally painting in fur fibers so that when it goes to the fur and groom, you've got that streakiness in the fur.
Man, look at the detail on the tail,
detail.
dude.
This is a really...
What?
Is Tree Kangaroo Stage 3 a tier 5?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
It's a tier 4 or it's a tier 5 character. It's a very powerful character in the game. Very rare, so...
Wow, that's so bananas. Nightmare fuel for you. You're right. It's too late for your kids. Don't let your kids watch the show. All right, we've got environment stuff. And at first, when I saw this, I was thinking, oh, it's Halcyon Sea, but it's not.
No. It's Abyssal.
The color palette
Abyssal
here
Basin.
was deceiving to me, but this is Abyssal Basin.
Yes. And without any of the moss scattering on the floor, which will give it the sense of scale. Right now, we're in the set dressing phase. We haven't gotten to doing those final details like moss over the floor, but this is work from Sean, who is, you know, we've said a million times, has been doing that grueling work, making sure all the displacement maps and texture maps for the alluvials are perfect. And now that he's finished doing all of those updates, he's now working on the environment and updating all the environment
Multi-shot.
shaders for the plants and making sure
Nice.
that the specularity and roughness of the materials in the game is optimized. So if you zoom in on the floor there, it might seem subtle, but there's a certain specular quality to different areas of puddles and things like that
I
reflecting.
see.
That doesn't just magically happen. Someone has to manually go in and paint where the floor is more reflective or specular and rough or shiny.
I see.
And he's now going in and doing that, and he's got a very, very good eye for material structure. That's his job. And so now that he's freed up on all that grueling work that, you know, he doesn't get enough credit for, he can start doing the really artistic stuff and polish the game and give it that AAA look.
That's really cool. Help me understand, and maybe this is too complex of a question, but whenever we enable things like RTX, like reflection technology and what have you, how does that get implemented, and how is that used for some of? As soon as you talked about floor reflections, I immediately went toward my NVIDIA marketing for RTX. So how does that process work? Where we do the manual work of creating these environments, and then how do technologies like that help bring them to life?
We actually don't have. We've decided against using ray tracing in the game because we're already a PC game, right? So if you go from being a PC game to a PC game trying to support the highest settings, it's typically, it would be possible for us to support ray tracing and do it, but it doubles up the work using the workflow we're using, which gives us, we're using a workflow that gives us the best graphics possible for the largest range of computers possible. That's the goal, right? We don't have the luxury.
Yes, that's what I want.
500 people on the team and a team of 30 people working on optimizing and implementing rendering features into the game like other studios would. So we've had to be very intelligent about the way we go about things. And we actually ended up getting, we feel, because the game's stylized, just as good a result baking down the lighting as we did from ray tracing anyway. All the same, the visual look and feel of the game doesn't change. We're not trying to be photorealistic, so we've gotten away with it. And as people found out in the beta, even people who thought their computers weren't going to be good enough to play it was still able to play it, which is a huge accomplishment for us, because that actually wasn't my intention. That was Aaron coming in and saying, no, it has to be optimized. Like, you can't get away with just throwing a 3090 at the game and say, go do that. He pushed very hard to optimize it, and it's another reason why, if I was in control of everything, it wouldn't be a good thing, you know, or Dimitri and I, because we want the best quality possible. But to make a game like this, you've got to balance out certain features, and that means we've done a lot of optimization. And you got to give credit to the team for being so good at getting the game looking this good while still being performant on low-end systems. It's something that you just can't really put into words unless you know game development. You know, I'm sure anyone who's worked on a AAA game, when they play Illuvium and they see it running on the specs that we see it running on, they'll know the work we put in. But just the average player doesn't know that. But, you know, we're trying to hit as many people as possible with this game in the PC market. You know, if you have a PC and you're a gamer, you should be able to play the game. That's basically the gist.
Man, that's great. I mean, if we're going to be the game, and as it stands right now, we're the only game I'm seeing in the market that has a chance to reach millions of players. We need to make it accessible from a hardware standpoint, 100%. So
definitely, if you look at the last decade or decades, the big games that popped off that were all like playable on low-end machines, like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Minecraft. You know, even Counter-Strike. That was a big point for it.
I thank you for sharing that decision. I didn't realize we had made that decision, but your explanation makes perfect sense.
You can see the amount of work, the moss, and, you know, Abyssal Basin's a wet region. It's meant to feel wet, right? Like, it's not dry. So you've got to update all the materials to reflect that. The darker the material, the more specular. And that's why you see the before is brighter, because that black and white map is representing the roughness of the material. So as you go closer to white, it's like blurring the reflections more. And as you darken the material, it goes more towards a reflective specular look. And that's why the before and after is being adjusted per material, so that on the left, you're getting that specular on the edge of the leaves. You know, it's got to look, go to the far left and like zoom in. You see there's just subtle stuff like that. If materials don't pick up specular highlights correctly, it doesn't sit into the region. And you saw how many thousands of assets we had in the production phase of Showcase early on. They've all got to be going and updated, and that's what Sean's doing. So once again, it's a job that probably isn't credited enough, but gives the game its AAA look and balance. You know, things look like they sit in the right places.
All of those details.
Yeah, they're like alluvials. All of the plants in the game, that we treated them like alluvials. They went through the same pipeline, minus the animation, which technically now, you know, Greta and Gezu worked on the physics system for the game, and now every single plant has that interactive physics component with wind. They're like alluvials, you know, like the amount of work was put in.
That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that context. We don't need no stinking ray tracing here, guys. The team is hand optimizing every texture to make it all perfect. You don't need to drop $16,000 on an RTX 4090 Ti.
A lot of image leaks.
What's that?
A lot of image leaks.
So many image leaks. I know, I'm just trying to get through them. We're almost done with image leaks, and then we do have a few rocks. Or really some things I've mislabeled as rocks just to piss off Florian. He DMs me. Yeah, here's the moment you've all been waiting for, friends. You guys ready?
Rocks!
You guys ready for some rocks? Let's do it. They look rock-like. Oh my god, look at this. It's not a rock, but this is like a texture, correct?
Yes. Yeah. This is Sean's work updating once again, right? See, now it's got this mud and the specularity in it. So this is an Abyssal Basin shader that wasn't sitting in the scene. Now that you add the mud, you can add this near riverbanks and stuff like that, and it looks wet. There's an unimaginable amount of work goes into not only getting the assets ready, but then once you put them in the game, you don't know what the lighting and the ambience is going to be like from an art direction standpoint until the level is set dressed to a certain point. And when you do hit that point, you've got to go back and start updating all of this stuff. So we hope people appreciate that we are. I don't think anyone's questioning AAA anymore about Illuvium. There was that period for the first year and a half of like, oh yeah, you know, you call this AAA. Well, I mean, now this is literally what AAA studios do, no less, no more. So
I'm considering this rocks.
yeah.
These are the salt pools, though, in Halcyon Sea. Is that correct?
Yes, those are updated ones that you saw from Arthur, but the high res. So they'll get baked down and they'll look even better.
They're rocky. They're not craggy. Stop using the word craggy. You can't call everything craggy. God. Looking great. And we only had one more. This one looks more like a pile of poopy rocks. But look at these rocks.
The detail in this asset is actually quite ridiculous. This is a Halcyon Sea asset, if I'm right.
Oh, chat loves these rocks. They're like, oh yeah, turquoise rocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. There you go. There's your rocks for the. I think that was it. Okay, yeah, that was all the rocks. That's right, my friends. That was all of the leaks for this episode. A solid 1 hour leak fest for episode number 20. Can you believe we've done 20 episodes now, Grant? Time has flown by.
Wow.
That's
It's become a little series. I wish we got all the technical details sorted. But... I have. It's 20 episodes in.
They're speculating that was Leviathan poop. Do you want to confirm or deny that what we just saw was Leviathan?
I made jokes about the Jurassic Park scene when she was working on that. Wow, that's a big pile of shit.
It's a Leviathan poop, yes. And the team is just had to work on this Leviathan poop asset for over a year. And finally, we have this reveal moment. Perfect. All right, guys, that was fantastic. Any closing thoughts, Dimitri, that you want to share with our audience before we end this episode of Illuvium Showcase?
Nah, not really. I'm really mind blown at the moment. So, yeah, we'll keep building.
Thank you for all of your hard work on the NFTs. Just millions of people are going to enjoy them, and we really appreciate you putting all the love into those. You can see the work, man. We really appreciate it. Grant, do you have any thoughts that you'd like to share, other than the fact that you kind of do look like Professor Oak?
You got to check memes in the chat next time. I forgot this week, but
we will get memes. We could do like a whole meme section next time and just catch up on our memes. You want to do that?
Perfect.
That sounds good. Chat was disappointed there. They're like, you need to pay more attention to the meme section. You're right, we do. That's really good feedback. All right, I'm going to boot you guys out. Dimitri, get some sleep. Grant, thanks for joining me. And I'll see you in episode 21 next week, everybody. Adios, guys.
See you guys.
Easy. Thanks, Andrew.
You got it. And Grant gave me a song for all of you guys to enjoy as a bonus leak here at the end of the episode. So I'm going to pull up your chat, and DJ Andrew Wall, that's me. I've got some Brightland Steps music I'm going to DJ for you. Let me crank it up a little bit here. And you guys should be hearing this. There it is. Let me turn this one off. I'm going to crank it up, and you guys enjoy this music here at the end of the episode. Adios, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Illuvium Showcase, and we'll see you in the episode next week, my friends. Goodbye.
Adios. That was great. That was a really, really good showcase. They always are. Really enjoyable. Meanwhile, we're running around in Ironforge getting our professions done. And I think we're gonna cut it here. I don't want to play too much, otherwise I get sloppy and I die. This guy has to make it to 20. There's no other way. This guy cannot die before 20. Cooking supplier, what do we need? We need mild spices, I think. For the egg.
This is Brightland Steps music in development.
Yeah, we need 13 mild spices. There we go. That's so fun. This cooking trainer doesn't have a flame to cook on. What a noob. Let's cook out here. Alright, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope in the future we're gonna play more Illuvium. But we're definitely gonna watch more Illuvium, play more World of Warcraft hardcore, because I've just been enjoying this. Thanks for sticking with me, and I see you tomorrow.